Good morning all, this is Nick from Those Hairy Gamers and welcome back to what is rapidly becoming my favourite time of the month, unboxing the Humble Monthly. First, I just want to say a big thanks. Last month's bundle unboxing got a big response and I really appreciate that. We're going to be all over this every month. We've pretty much decided based on the response we've had that we are going to cover this quite thoroughly. So if you like that kind of stuff, drop us a sub and we'll make sure that we cover it all for you guys. Alright, let's begin. First up, we have Poly Bridge, a 2D bridge building simulator. As you can see here, you have this basic grid where you build anchor points and build the bridge out of different materials to try and get whatever it is you have on this side over to that side. Pretty straightforward. A nice fun little game. We'll definitely do a little let's play of this for you guys to see what's going on there. Alright, next up we have Space Run Galaxy. Now, this is interesting. This is marketed as quote-unquote a tower defense with a twist. Now, I had a look at the Steam page and tried to understand what that meant. Basically, the twist is that you build a ship out of hex grids, and the tower defense, quote-unquote, is you building towers onto your ship. Usually with a tower defense, you have a gauntlet which waves of enemies run through, and you build towers around that gauntlet. In this instance, you build the ship in the center of the map and enemies come at you from all sides and you have to basically clear levels by upgrading your ship on the fly. Pretty cool concept. Looks absolutely gorgeous. The theme of the game is you're like a space pirate or space smuggler, I guess, and you have to get cargo from one side of the galaxy to another. Nice little puzzle game. It's a sequel to the original Space Run, which came out a bit before this one. This one features an online mode where you can contract other people to do runs for you, or you can take on contracts yourself. I don't really know what that means in the context of this game, as I've not played it yet, but I do like that idea. It certainly seems like it adds a lot to the tower defense genre that wasn't there before. Next we have Total War Warhammer. Yes, this was the game that you got a month in advance when you subscribed to this bundle. It's what I would describe as a giant, totally reel them up RTS/battle simulator. Basically, you have a giant army and you take on your opponent's giant army that isn't base building like a lot of other RTSs. You just have to micromanage the army. So it's really good for people that are into like stats and formation and really deep strategizing. You have a lot of customization of the armies you can build. There are heroes that can buff your armies with certain stats, and obviously certain combinations yield certain results, and I've had a quick go of this, and the strategizing and the planning is just really deep. We are going to do a let's play on this, but I really have to get my head around it first so I don't look like a total dickhead when playing it. Next up we have One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. This is a third-person fighter adventure game with sort of mass enemy fighting. Made me think of Dynasty Warriors when I saw the videos of it. What's really cool about this is it's based around the original events in the One Piece anime, so people who are new to this can sort of pick it up, and this can be a good way to get into One Piece. It's a very cool character-driven story which has this guy, Monkey D. Luffy, who yearns to be king of the pirates, and he has sort of stretchy arm, plastic man powers, and it's a really cool little story. One that I've sort of been interested to get more into. It's just an anime I haven't really gotten around to watching heaps of. I've watched the first few episodes, so this is cool. I have a now simple way of getting into it now without having to watch hours and hours of the TV show, so cool. Keen to sink my teeth into that one. Okay, we have Flat Heroes, a minimalistic party game with ninja-like physics. At least that's the impression I got of this. Basically, you have little cubes and you have to jump them around the screen and avoid certain things, and it's a party game, so everyone's locked onto the same screen, up to 4 players, jumping around, trying to beat puzzles, trying to avoid monsters. It's a pretty simple little concept, looks like a lot of fun. Looking forward to having a go at this with Matt and Juzzy. It looks a lot like N++, the way you jump around walls and do ninja tricks, so that's cool. Always happy to give party games a go. Alright, next up we have Rive, a twin-stick shooter platformer. Kind of set in a high-tech futuristic universe. Kind of reminds me of like a Pixar film with lots of childlike humour. I don't know if this one's really going to appeal to me, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. The graphics look quite gorgeous. People in the reviews in the Steam page are saying it evolves a lot like a Metroidvania. So yeah, that's cool. I'll take a look at that one for sure. Okay, so moving on to the more weird. This is Morph Blade. This is a bit difficult to describe. Basically, you have a hex grid puzzle like this, and your character spawns onto one of the hexes. You have to move around and acquire different abilities while defeating other sort of bug men. It's really difficult to describe in a video. Thankfully, they've included a video with a bit of gameplay and an explanation by who I can assume is one of the devs. It looks cool. There's not really a lot to say about this. I do want to sink my teeth into this and give it a go. It reminds me a lot of Hexels, which is a puzzle game that I love, so I'm keen to give this a proper go and actually explain it to you in a proper Let's Play rather than try and explain it here, because I don't really have a lot to say about it right now. Alright, and last but not least, we have Unagi, or Unagi, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This is a humble original, so I can't really just jump onto a Steam page and look this up. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a 2D platformer with DOS-like graphics and sound effects, albeit a bit more polished. The shtick with this, based on the video they give us, is that you have a save state that saves all your data, but a universe that completely resets when you die. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I can't really comment too heavily on this game. One more notable thing to say about this is it has a level editor, which I always love in platformers, so we'll take a look at that and see how that goes. The charity being supported this month is Zedisha. Just reading through the description here was quite interesting. Basically, it's a peer-to-peer micro-lending community that deals across borders. Apparently, a lot of people in impoverished countries have a lot of issues getting bank loans to fund their local businesses because the loan rates are so high in their country. This is not something I've ever heard about before, but it's cool that someone's doing something about it, I guess. That's really interesting, just having this brief description here of how this works. It's cool that Humble Bundle sort of shines a light on this kind of thing. So yes, that was the Humble Bundle for March. Drop a sub if you want to keep seeing these, because we are going to cover these quite thoroughly. You guys seem to love it, and I love it too, so yay! I'll catch you guys next time.